Going live, going live. We're live! Hello, everyone, and welcome to Roundtable with the Stream Team. And this is where we sit and speak to content creators about their journeys and where they are today. Now, the past couple of weeks, we've had three amazing guests individually. We've had Papa Dom, we've had Dr. Bob, we had Chris P, all a group of Wicked Good Gaming here. And today I wanted to bring everything together for you guys to meet them, to kind of explain to them, explain what Wicked Good Gaming is, what they're doing, where they are, all of their different charities, all that stuff. So why don't, I don't know how you guys want to end up doing it. If you want to split up, if Dom wants to talk a little bit, if Dr. Bob, how you guys want to, or you want Dr. Bob to try to explain it and then Dom fix everything he says. Or what would you like to do?
Yeah, I can be our billboard if you want to discuss.
Yeah, Bob has the most surface area, so if we need a billboard, we usually just we put him go stand up on the highway.
Can you read it? Can you read it?
So you want to know about the charity?
So first, why don't you start off with the charity and explain Wicked Good Games as a whole of what you guys do and where you guys are, where we could be
sure.
And all that fun stuff.
Because I know we've kind of did probably the story three different ways, over the last couple of weeks. So yeah, I mean, let's talk about the charity first, just so people know it. So basically, the shirt that Bob's wearing, which says "Thank you" in a couple of different formats there with a couple of different symbols. Those are all different symbols from different video games. For the healer class, you've got the World of Warcraft looking for group healer symbol. There's one for Heroes of the Storm. There's our logo. I think that's Lifeline from Apex. I can't see bottom under that. Oh, there we go. And then that one is from Overwatch, and then the other one is from League for the support healer role. So effectively, the idea is, in an effort to support the community that raised us. We're all Boston guys, born and raised, and to obviously provide healthcare workers on the front lines with PPE, which they desperately need. We've been raising money for the Boston Foundation's COVID-19 PPE fund. So basically what that does is it'll provide funding for supplies, for personal protective equipment, or for grants for hospitals and senior care facilities in the greater Boston area affected by COVID-19. So starting on April 30th, that's when we launched the shirt. We've sold 35 or almost 40 shirts already. I actually also didn't realize this, but the Boston Foundation replied to us on Twitter, and I'm literally just now seeing that. Probably should have fired back at that, but that's okay. And then on June 6th, we're actually starting a charity Valorant tournament where 50% of all entry fees and 100% of all tips and donations during the tournament will be donated directly to the Boston Foundation. So doing a lot of stuff here. We've already got easily over $300 raised. And we're not stopping there. We're probably, hopefully looking to at least crack $1,000, hopefully more. So we'll see how the tournament goes, and the shirts are still flying. I see 1 or 2 emails a day about those at this point. So, that's been pretty great. So real proud of the turnout that we've had so far.
That's amazing. 2 things. One, if you could put the link in chat, if that's possible, and into our Twitter conversation, so I can make sure I can put that into the all of our social medias and stuff like that. That would be, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, there's a link right there to the tweet.
I can get the chat right now.
You already got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I would love to have that, so you can kind of tell everyone about everything. That's fantastic, and I love it when people like us in the gaming sphere, if you will, give back, because it's amazing how gamers kind of just automatically will kind of mesh to other gamers and wanting to help. Everyone knows of the St. Jude Foundation, all that stuff that a lot of gamers end up doing, like the whole Destiny community does, and like you guys are doing with that, with giving back to the charities for that. I do that for animals every year, so it's amazing how people love doing that, and I'm very happy that you guys are doing stuff like that.
The charity stuff's great. We've done a lot of different charity drives before. We every year I shave my facial hair into a mustache and raise money for Movember. We raised over $3,000 this past November, which was awesome. We've had some great stuff. We've raised money for a close personal friend's foundation who tragically lost his son when he was still an infant. and we're able to raise some money there. So that really felt good. And it's just kind of, I mean, we've been saying this since literally day zero, which was all the money that we make from the show, from T-shirts, from whatever, like none of it goes into our pockets. We either get better equipment to make the show better, or donate it to charity. Like this is something that we do that feels good, and you know it feels even better when you're able to give back. So, you know,
That's like I said. That's great.
It would be a lot better if we
do both.
If we could do both and we were getting paid full time to be doing this and then also donating consistently to charity.
Yeah.
But since we're all working our own jobs, it's like, what the fuck? Like, we don't need to pocket any of the extra money that we get from like Twitch, any subs, any donations, shit like that, sales we get. Like, we might as well just continue to perfect our craft and, you know, chisel the edges a little bit to smooth everything out for everybody that watches our shit. I mean, our stuff.
Yeah. One other thing that I just realized too is like, so a lot of these like sales are still pending through, like the shirts are getting shipped and stuff, but the money hasn't like cleared to us yet so that we can donate it. Our pending sales is probably just a few shirts away from eclipsing our total sales in total for like the whole 3 years that our shop has been there. So we've almost doubled our total merch sales, and half of that is going to charity. So like I'm looking at a pie chart for our total pending sales, and 80% of it, almost 80% of it is that COVID-19 t-shirt. So yeah, we've almost doubled our total sales number, and half of that is going to charity. So that feels pretty good.
That's really cool. I didn't even see that. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Mm-hmm. That's great. And the thing that's really amazing with the whole COVID-19 situation as a whole is that people are so much wanting to help other people, like give them masks. Like my wife has been making a whole bunch of masks for family, friends that are working in hospitals. And my one friend, he ended up getting like a huge amount of donations from actually a local town for him to use his 3D printer, because he ended up having three 3D printers, and he's just mass producing masks and face shields for people. So it's like it's something that you wouldn't expect the average person to just want to do and help. There's so many people coming out of the woodwork for it, and it feels really good. And it's nice.
I mean, you got to do what you can. We're all in this together. Shitty situations hit everyone. I mean, if you're not affected directly, someone in your family is, one of your good friends is. Mm-hmm. So like we're all in it together. So the least people can do is at least try to do their part.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So now to bring this, back around, the Wicked Good Games brand, if you will. So it is the website, mm-hmm. The what? The podcast? Would you consider it part of the podcast?
Oh yeah.
So what else, Chris? What else would you say is part of the brand?
So I would say the umbrella is Wicked Good Gaming. That is the umbrella, and then with like under that you have Not Another Gaming Podcast, which is a Wicked Good Gaming product, and then Bob streams majority of time on Twitch. Like we've talked about, I'm not the biggest streamer in the world. Bob does his thing on there, and then we have one of the things that we take pride in. I could speak for myself, at least, is we want our like social media outlets to kind of be different avenues where people can either learn stuff or just like laugh or just kind of browse and waste time on ours. Because I know me personally, I don't always look up blog posts to find out news. Mm-hmm. Twitter is the modern day newspaper. So like if I can scroll through there and find it, it's huge. And like we've built so many, we've met so many really cool people and grew our brand even more from our social channels. That's like something that we take very serious, and we grind it out. It's three of us, so we try to do a lot for just us three.
Yeah.
I think we do a relatively good job at it. Sometimes we spread ourselves a little too thin, but we knew what we were getting involved with. But at the end of the day, we get shit done.
Yeah. I think I said this in a I'm going to put quotations here, a pitch meeting, that we've done literally everything in the gaming industry outside of make our own video game.
Yeah, basically.
We've done everything. We get the website, we get the podcast, we stream, we have a YouTube channel, we have our social media engagement. We built a community in Discord that we never expected to build. Mm-hmm. We attend consistent conventions. We have connections in the network in gaming in general with major development companies. We're given access to reviews and whatnot. So, but we've literally done the next step that we can go from here is, all right, what kind of video game do we want to make?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm doing.
One thing with us, like numbers are one thing, right? We live in an age now where it's all about how many zeros you have on the end of like your followers. But to us, it's engagement over followers. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. And we have people that we've met within our community that literally, like, so my birthday was yesterday. There's people.
I was going to say happy birthday, but continue.
Well, thank you. So there's people literally within the community that sent me like gifts and decorations like for my room so we can get on a Zoom call. And right before we all got on, it was at like noon yesterday. Jess, who's someone that we know very well, she texted me. She was like, "Hey, go outside." So I went outside. And there was like 2 big bags of food there.
Yeah.
It was the coolest thing ever.
That was actually coincidentally timed with me showing up at your house with a bottle of champagne. I called Chris and I was like, hey, come outside and bring 2 glasses. Kid comes outside, looks like he just rolled out of bed. Comes out with two mismatched glasses. One of them's like a pint glass, the other stemless wine glass. They were definitely sitting in there from the time that you moved in. Splashed them a little bit with the sink, and boom, they were right there. And filled those up with champagne and OJ. Oh my goodness!
I hear a bunch of liquor talk. I hear a bunch of liquor talk. I hear a bunch of liquor talk. What's going on?
Look who's
the fireball.
Look at this.
We having a good night tonight at work, so I got to stop through.
Oh man, let's go.
What's going on? I got the Wicked Lords in the realm. What's going on?
Yes.
What up?
See it.
Chilling. I see MJ. MJ, this is not for you. This is adult stream.
When I knew that you guys were all coming on, I knew that Kai was he was a little depressed and sad that you guys haven't been able to hook up and get together on ILP. So I asked him to stop on in and say what's up. Yeah.
This is a very pleasant surprise. I'm very happy.
Salute, bro.
Nice.
Absolutely.
I saw your name pop up and I was like, wait, I don't know if it's like just the way they do things or he's actually going on. And then I see you pop up.
You fake out the guest.
Yeah.
I was expecting like the Booker T music to start, like
you
with, like the pyrotechnics.
Can you dig it?
What's
going on, man? What you boys been playing, man? What's been going on with y'all?
I literally just beat Cuphead 25 minutes ago. An hour ago, actually.
I was gonna say I was watching you stream Cuphead, and I wanted to murder myself.
Dude,
I was like, I don't know how
bad.
you're playing that because I just want to throw stuff.
It's so fucking hard. I did a quick 2-minute review at the end of it. I give it a 9 out of 10. The game is fucking incredible. The game is effing incredible.
Yeah.
Come on,
it's like Daddy's here. Daddy's here. You gotta
the graphics are incredible. It's like you're watching a 30s cartoon with color. The music is good, but as I was explaining at the end, it's like I want to listen to my own music and zone in when I'm like hyper focused, And then the gameplay is nothing seems unfair in the game. It's like if you can't do it yourself, all right, you gotta get better at the game, which I did.
You gotta remember one thing about Cuphead: the animation.
Hand drawn is
everything.
It's so beautiful. That I feel like makes up like 90% of how good that game is. Yeah, and then the difficulty of it just pushes it over the edge. Oh, it's so good.
How many kids?
Would you compare it to like Super Meat Boy at all? You ever play Super Meat Boy?
Yeah.
Super Meat Boy, that gives you like 0 room for error.
Oh, that's the hottest game I've ever played in my life.
Yeah, for sure. I'm still mad at Cuphead though, because then they. Oh, what's up, El?
El slips in there.
Yeah, she just pulled up.
How are you, El? Good.
Actually, that's La Boogie. That's not El Boogie, because Steve Downs, the Halo voice, has officially dubbed her La Boogie. He said her names on GWG podcast. What's up, La?
It was no take back, so.
Name. I would legally change my name to that if that's
Yeah, I actually don't mind it because everybody's like calling me La Boogie. I'm like, whatever. I don't care.
Yo, that was so dope. Y'all got Master Chief to do that. Like I was feeling that, man. But yeah, I was saying before, like I was mad that didn't Cuphead promise co-op, online co-op at one point.
Yeah. So
I'm like, I need the help. Where's
Attic to do the work for?
Yeah, I need Attic. I need somebody to do. What's up, lady? If I'm in the chat.
There's a workaround to it. There's no direct way to do it, but they literally tell you that there's a way to remote play in with somebody else.
Yeah.
But you can't just like team up with somebody on Steam, the easy way to do it, or on Xbox.
I feel you. Oh, we got Inferno in the middle. We got some Bostonians out here. What's going on?
All the Bostonians
you see it coming out of the woodwork now.
Yeah, I see Inferno coming out the wood. That's what's up, bro.
Shout out the good peoples. The good
They're like social distancing. I don't care. I'll come out of my house for this.
No doubt, man.
But speaking of hand drawn, I started playing that Streets of Rage 4.
Oh, so good. So good.
It's so good, and it is so hard, man. I forgot how hard those games were.
You play solo?
I just started playing it solo. Yeah, I just kind of.
Bro, let's link up. Hit me up.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are you playing on Xbox? Stream?
Yeah, on Xbox because it's on Game Pass. I downloaded it for free. It was just it's just on a whim.
Yes.
I didn't even know it was coming to Game Pass. I didn't even know it was going to be on that. So I saw it. I was going to download it for Switch just out of curiosity, but I'm glad I got a chance to play it on Game Pass at least first so I could get a feel for it because, man, that game is not forgiving at all.
Never.
At all. I will say this, though. When you unlock the old retro characters when you beat it, they mad OP because they can't do the special moves, the newer special moves. They got the old one where the cop comes out and they shoot the thing, and then they got that. But their basic moves is mad OP, yo.
Oh man!
So I guess they did it for a balancing because they figured I guess they couldn't compete otherwise.
How do you unlock like Skate and all those guys? Can't you unlock those guys?
You just literally have to do playthroughs, and as you go through each stage, there's a meter. And it starts to rise. Yeah, and then each one you'll unlock, and then there's achievements for unlocking with different characters. So it supports multiple playthroughs. Like, it's really cool. Shout out to Ghost of Spray. What's going on, man?
I haven't played Streets of Rage in decades. I was watching someone play it the other day. I was like, I gotta get back on these. I think it was the first one. The soundtrack was so strange but so good at the same time.
Yes.
And then like the music declined from the first one. I was like, I miss like the old like beep boop bop like melodies that they had playing in the background. I was like vibing out to it.
But if you listen to the music now,
man, that's one thing about it.
It's so like electrifying. You feel so good. You're like, oh, I like this. I want to go dancing because it's like it's. I love music.
90s club beats. DC Factory.
Get the lights pumping. Boop, boop, boop.
I mean, it's a huge part of a game. Old me used to be like, who cares? I'm not playing it for the music. But like now, me, in this body, in this age, I'm like, all right, well, I just kind of want to zone out and just like play a game. And like sometimes the music's nice. I don't even care about the game. I'll just stand in the same spot.
Yes.
Chill out.
Knock it, yeah.
Well, you're not even playing the game. The controller's down. Just
vibing.
Feet two, stop fronting in the chat. You know you was rocking that CC Music Factory. Pump up the jam. Pump up the jam was it back in that day.
Yo, sometimes I'll dial up like GTA and just play the radio. I'll go to like the Los Santos rap section.
Bro.
The radio in GTA is better than radio in real life.
Facts.
Changed my mind.
I'm with you.
Can you guys talk about that Valorant tournament? Are you setting up? Who's setting it up now?
So, yeah, it's a real shame that I can't participate and win, but like we'll be showcasing. It's not a big deal.
You're more than welcome to. I mean, the broadcast booth's only big enough for two of us. So.
Yeah. All right, Chris, let's get in that booth.
This is Bob's way to act like he would mop the floor with people, but he's also like protecting himself in case he like got beat up.
Dude, shut up. What?
I'd run through everyone.
You don't need to say. You don't need to. This is like giving out the Krabby Patty secret recipe. Stop.
1% evil, 99% hot gas.
Oh man.
I can't wait.
Yeah, Rob is 99% hot gas.
I can't wait until you two start playing Escape from Tarkov. Ooh, you're gonna see these games and you're gonna be like, this is a game? Yeah. Way harder than that stuff.
Bob, do you play Tarkov or have you played it?
Let me tell you how many people have asked me to just play Tarkov on stream. It's over 25. We might be reaching like 40 at this point. I've never played it. It looks interesting, but it's like there's way too many games out right now that I want to play. I put too much time into Counter-Strike. I put too much time into Valorant. I hit the speed bump where it's like I just want to play a couple of nice single player games now, which is why I burned through Cuphead over the weekend.
Tarkov's on the complete opposite. You lose all your stuff if you die.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
how like
Oh, yeah,
I would
it
freak out.
It is a game that has got zero like hand holding. They're literally like, here you go. We're gonna give you a handgun and a chess piece. Go ahead and figure it out.
There's no HUD. You don't know where your teammates are, or your teammate, or whoever you're playing with.
I have literally, if you go to my YouTube page, it's literally me shooting my teammates in the head because I thought they were enemies. Like, that's how many
that would drive me
times.
nuts.
They got the friendly fire. They do the friendly fire.
Oh yeah.
And
so you can murk your man.
Oh yeah. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've gone into a raid with a friend. He's popped me in my head just to take my weapon and tell me, it wasn't me.
Yo.
And then the next round I'll see him with my weapon. I'm like, dude,
that's savage.
That's some phony ass shit right
there. Some of this stuff is crazy.
That's savage right there. Wow. How's that Valorant joint? MJ, ain't you streaming that?
That's PC for you too, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
How playing it so
how is it, MJ? It's good. You like it?
It's like CS:GO and Overwatch.
Ooh, I've been seeing a lot of good things about it,
but it's just not as good as either one of them. That's the problem.
Oh, Chris is gonna pop.
Overwatch is a dead game.
Overwatch is definitely a dead game.
It's dead now. It's official. It's official.
It's pretty much dead.
Boston has put their foot in its butt.
They're like most notable player left Overwatch to go play a game, go play Valorant professionionally.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Still in beta, and he left like his career, like the game that made him.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I didn't even know about that. I got
and he was like a defending champion for like some league. He was on like Team USA that ended up winning everything. He was like, and he's like a 20-year-old, like 20 or 21. He's a big deal. But he was like, nah, I'm good with Overwatch. I'm gonna go play Valorant, a game that no one even knows.
No one even knows. That's crazy. I wonder if they slid him some bread though. Did they slid him some bread?
But anyway, you were saying about the tournament. Can you explain? You kind of just started to talk about it, Chris.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we're gonna host a tournament on June 6th, I believe. And what it's gonna be is everyone will buy their way into the tournament, and 50% of that we're gonna donate to the charity in Boston that is helping out with COVID and the frontline workers.
Dope.
And then obviously there'll be a little incentive for the players to play. They could walk away with something, and it's gonna be streamed and showcasted by all three of us. So me, Bob, and Dom will be on the microphone showcasting the whole thing. So it should be a good time. We've done them with multiple games where we don't know how it's going to be with Valorant. I know there are people that will play and really take it serious. The other games that we've showcasted was we did Apex. I think we did a Fortnite one too. And that might be it. Maybe a Call of Duty. I don't know, but they're fun to do. But it's not. It's like very time consuming. Where like you got to set everything up, and you have to like have multiple tabs open, switch it back and forth. My room's 105 degrees.
But the difference now, Chris, is we can do all custom lobbies. All we have to do is create the what's it called? The brackets. That's it. We get brackets. We run customs only, best of one at single elimination, and we just stream it for like a couple of hours. And you know, it's so much easier doing it that way than it is having to monitor 15 other people's streams of Apex or Fortnite. Like we have full control of it.
If people want to join that, how are they able to join that? Because there's a couple of people in chat that are saying, how can I join that?
So we just made a channel in our Discord. I did put I don't know if I. Oh wait, maybe I did. I pasted it in there. There's a Valorant June 6th channel in our Discord, which I put in there. Details are to come on that. Chris is like the tournament architect guy, so I'm going to let him kind of figure out the details for all that. We'll get everything. Basically, what we're going to do. I believe that we wanted to do 10 total teams. I think we were going to do a $50 buy-in per team. Obviously, all of the tips and donations and everything like that we receive during the tournament will all go right to the Boston Foundation, and then 50% of the winnings will go to the foundation as well. 50% of like the pot to buy in will go towards the tournament as well. So or will go to the charity as well. So I'll put the Discord link in there one more time. I just
Put that up in there.
That'd be amazing. Yeah.
I need to hear them Boston accents, shoutcasting. That's what I need.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I need in my life.
Chris and I did the we showcasted an Apex Legends tournament before. That was great.
Nice.
We were sweating our balls off in Chris's bedroom. Like
I
his
had a
little
suit
setup
on and shit.
I was sitting right next to him. We both had like a suit and tie on.
Oh, y'all kept them straight professional.
Oh yeah, we came through. We were doing the Chris Collinsworth slide in and everything. I was hitting them with the.
Yeah, did that ESPN.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh my god!
I gotta see if I can find the picture of it, because I remember when we first did it and people were crying, laughing, because obviously they didn't expect us to have like a suit on. Well, I had a suit on. I think Dom only had a hoodie on, but we switched it for the one app. Yeah, true. So I don't know if you'll be able to see us, but hold on. It'll pop up there in 1 second. It's just a video.
Yes. Oh my god. My man Chris is clean in that joint, son.
I have a crispy ass fade. Like,
you was clean in that.
Yeah. And I think we probably have like a dozen drinks each during it.
Oh my god.
Bob, you next. I gotta see that.
Hey man,
He's checking the suit, making sure it's clean.
Yeah.
Think about it. All right, maybe I'll compete. Actually,
that's what I'm talking about. How hilarious would that be?
That's funny. That's funny. No, I got one really, really funny question.
Mm-hmm.
How did it start that everyone has been ragging on Bob all the time?
Great question.
Great
question. Here, let me mute. Let me mute.
He is the WGG punching bag.
No, this is Bob. This is not.
He had to clean it up. He's like, no.
Let me just
There you go.
No, if everybody wants to pick, look at Ken.
Here we go, dog.
No, Bob. If everybody wants to pick on me, Bob is on the offensive 24/7. He does not. There is no. You don't even need to hit him to get him going. He's just like. Just always go. He makes himself the target, and then he's like, everybody's picking on me. Everybody's picking on me the whole time. Whatever.
Where we're from, if we like you, like how we are, if we like you, we make fun of you, we crack jokes, like
exactly.
It's like how we show each other that
we just love Bob a whole lot.
It's a love. It's a labor of love.
Bob, if I did not know Bob in real life, I would think he was one of the most insufferable human beings that ever walked the earth. But I will give him it. He's able to take it and like give it back. So it's like it's fun. It's fun banter at this point. Like when I call Bob a fat shit, do I mean it? Yeah, but like I don't want to hurt his feelings. Like, I'm just trying to crack a joke.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean it's we all make fun of Chris for being having no food in his fridge and for being pasty and skinny, and for forgetting topics. Bob, it's self-explanatory. Me for being 1,000 years old. So it's
I love how it's just self-explanatory to me.
I mean, but no, we just do it because we love each other, and we know that's like a big New York thing too. So this is how that's why we clicked right away when we all met. Because we were all just like just
we go at
all
each
times
other all the time, man.
If we chirp at you, it's because we love you. So that's all.
And that's like 95% of our community too. 5% is just like, hey, really enjoying the show, and then the other 95% is like, wow, Bob, you're looking big this week. Dom, you're graying out, and Chris, you look like Casper the Friendly Ghost.
and hungover once again.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god,
you're looking malnourished, Chris. Are you okay?
Because I am. Because I am.
You gotta get some Gatorade, man. You gotta get some Gatorade in you.
I need something. My thing is I can't sleep after a night. Like, granted, it was like a virtual night. I didn't go anywhere, but I went to bed at like whatever it was, like 3, and I was up at like 7:30. So like I don't sleep, and like I'm exhausted at the end of the day.
That's crazy.
I was telling the guys before because they told me that you were up drinking and partying, and I was like, no way. No way will I be ever able to do that. Nope.
Boys get busy.
Oh yeah.
No one says they're gonna do it, and then you blink and it's the sun's coming up. Like, oh.
Look, you guys drank with us. You get it.
Yeah, I left. I had a hard out at midnight.
You was lit. Don't even start.
I
remember you on. I got receipts on you on that roof. That second floor, you was lit.
All I can say is, I still say it. I don't know how I got back to my hotel room. I remember getting into my Uber and the Uber driver going, Peter? And I'm like, yep. Getting in the back seat. And next thing, what are you here for? Oh, PAX East. We're here. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, that was a 20-minute drive?
Next thing, you're back in New York.
Yeah.
He think I'm back in New York.
Yeah.
Nah, listen, let me tell people, man. PAX East, man, it's still low-key. It's my favorite, yo. It's still my favorite, bro. Out of all, I mean, we've done E3 and it's great and the spectacle and all that. But PAX, man, it's nothing.
It's a whole
better.
different,
It's a whole different. That's why, like, L, you got to get out there when you get a chance.
That's us.
You know, well, MJ, you been, you know what I'm saying? But now you official. You can really go out afterwards. You know what I'm saying? But it's so much fun. Like I can't wait for things to get back to normal because that's
I feel like PAX is way better also for meeting people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I feel like meeting people at PAX is way better than trying to like meet over social media. Because like people in social media, they could totally like, you know, blow you off. But like if you end up like seeing like a guy on PAX and being like, hey, you, I like you, you're cool, come hang out, and then we end up like making that contact. Like the guys from what's it called, from Deep Silver, like Rick and
they were dope.
And Toby, like I would never have a rapport with those guys if I didn't end up meeting those guys.
Absolutely, yeah, man. Oh, King pulled up. I see you, David Johnson. I see you with your government, David Johnson. You need to be in this Zoom call, David Johnson.
Lantern, you trying to make me hydrate even here?
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my god.
He said,
"I'm doing that to me too."
You got the link. Check the DM, bro.
Yeah,
man. Inferno up in there. Yo, what's up? Yeah, Inferno put me on the path. He told me a long time ago. He's like, yo,
King, check that DM I sent you before.
Yeah, he was like, you're gonna like PAX more than E3. He told me. He's the one that put me on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Boss Inferno. We need to see more of you, Inferno. Stop hiding. Come outside.
There's just so many. There's so many opportunities at PAX, and like to piggyback what Pete was saying too. Social media is a whole different beast where you could be whoever you want to be, but when we're face to face, you really can't put on too much of an act.
Talk that pull up talk.
And like not even from like a confrontational standpoint. It's like I have a good like BS detector. I know if like you're not who you are. But through social media, you could literally be anyone you want. So when you're at PAX, and it's just like a normal conversation. And I think what helps us in Boston is a lot of people, majority of people that are at that show don't talk like us, and we're in our hometown.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, oh, you guys are from here, and like able to kind of like, where do I go get food? Like, what's the best place to go get coffee? Blah blah blah. And we made so many good connections that way. Like Dom's a social butterfly, so Dom like is at the bar, like the bartenders and like the janitor and like,
oh yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Thanks.
We I mean it's kind of weird because at PAX, I mean it's our local show. You know, it's our our hometown. It's on our turf, right? But like it's still kind of weird because we're like there's so many people that travel from so far away that it kind of feels like we're still like a novelty there. Like people are like, oh my god, you guys are actually real. Like I feel like I feel like I'm a character at Disneyland because they go like, oh my god, people actually have accents here. And I'm like, yeah, well, you can.
And I would say that the thing that I found amazing for you guys, and I think I don't remember which guys we were talking about it with, was when you guys were walking into the Predator party and they couldn't find you on the list, and then the person that ran the thing was like, "Oh, you're Wicked Gaming? Oh, they're good. Just let them in. Just let them."
Yeah, right.
It's official.
Yeah, so it was like you didn't even have to RSVP for those guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was cool. That was probably like one of the biggest biggest flex I could ever say in my life. Like a manager's like, no, I got this. Like I know these guys. Go ahead. Like here's your necklace. Like, I don't know.
Unbelievable.
Let's get it.
And then they saw us on the second row. I had like my hoodie in my hand. Like
yeah. Like, well, you're gonna know us by the end of the night.
He said you go to.
I was yelling at Team Envy on stage, screaming, telling them I was better than they were.
Yes, during the tournament. Yes, dude, that was wild, buddy.
The poor appetizer lady came through. And there was like 10 of us total. She came through and I was like, yo, let's look at this one over here. Look, they get the scallops over here. And we were like, oh, okay. She didn't make it past us at all.
Yeah, they wait.
They always came to us. Like those people are like, I really don't want to be here, but I'll just watch these guys because I know they'll eat their whole tray. They just came to us, gave us the tray, and then left.
It was easy to tell. You look over and like we're pounding drinks and we're bigger than like normal people. So like, all you have to see is like Dave and Bob, and you're like,
that's it.
They're gonna get rid of.
You're also very tall, so stop trying to downplay that.
No, I know, but I don't want to like speak for myself.
We're talking about
like,
total volume.
Yeah, like total volume.
Boston vibe.
You see Red Hulk and Green Hulk in one spot. I'm not gonna.
What was he calling us? It was like the 613. What was the
the Earth 616 version of us? It's like ultimate like Marvel Ultimate and then like regular.
Yeah, Wicked Good Game I Love podcast. The alternate universes. It was awesome, man.
Yeah, when we recorded our podcast, like Pete and I were talking about it. I think we all talked about it like on our separate shows. That was probably one of the funnest podcasts I've ever done in my life.
Facts.
Yeah, easily.
It wasn't like there was no script to it. It was like we're just sitting there talking.
No script. Freestyle right on the floor. Dope. We had to set up right there. It was that was one of the most fun podcasts we did. Just sometimes it's organic, man. When it's organic, sometimes it's just even better. Like
exactly. Oh, that's how it should be. That's how everything should be. There's like I know I keep going back to like the whole like preaching that internet is a terrible thing, but like it's all about authenticity. Just be yourself. Like so don't stop trying to be other people. We literally sit down, never met each other in real life. Well, I haven't met you guys in real life. But we just sat down and chopped it up like we've known each other for years, and it was a blast of a show.
Well, that's because you were completely MIA for the year before.
Or a year before.
We did the PAX after party.
I was off the vodka Red Bulls, bro. I was like spinning around. Didn't know where
Chris was bent over at a 45-degree angle over one of the tables.
Oh my god!
Me and Dom were talking to you guys.
Oh, man. Stig, what's up? Next level gaming. Yeah, something different. This is I'm crashing Petey's, table right now. The boss could do that. The boss could do that every once in a while.
Yeah, that's right. He came through for a surprise inspection.
And Wicked Good is here, so I have a little something because Wicked was here.
That's right.
Keep tradition right.
Yeah.
I'd be drinking with you guys if I didn't go overboard.
Your liver was like, no more, please.
No, I mean, like I considered it, but I was like, you know what? Nah, not tonight. Not tonight. I might get a little water in me.
Oh, well, we conservative. What's this? I'm not used to this, Chris. What's this about?
Oh no, my body loves me. The water's coming in, like all my organs are like fucking jumping around.
Okay, we balance.
We got some, boys. We got some.
What was that salsa dance he was doing last? What was it, PAX last year?
Was it the merengue? Was
the merengue? You were merengueing.
No, my most funnest Chris moment is you running down Tom Nook and saying that he's a crook.
See,
that was the most funniest thing when you ran him down to do that. That was hilarious.
I mean, the content like that doesn't present itself all the time. So if you have it in front of you, you have to take advantage of it. I didn't do it for me. I did it for the people.
Did it for the people. You just give it back.
You gotta run them down. You gotta yell.
I had to. Did I ruin a poor, like 14-year-old girl's day? Yeah, I did. Was it worth it? I feel bad, but it was worth it. We got some good engagement.
Classic. You said it's about the engagement.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
It's too funny.
Classic, man.
Too funny.
I was doing it good, man. Salute to y'all, man.
So for Wicked Good Games, like as you know, you guys are together. What would you guys say is your biggest highlight, the biggest pro moment of your career for WGG?
You want to talk about pro moments?
Yeah.
I
would assume all of you.
Where do I start?
I would assume all of you have your own amazing moments. I want to hear each one.
Sure. Yeah, I deadlifted a truck off of a trapped family while I was wearing a Wicked Good Gaming sweatshirt one time.
Awesome. I got you.
Pro moment.
Yeah.
Such an idiot.
Iron Man. I love how both of them shake their heads like this guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know you guys. They know where it's going. They know where it's going.
Moments. Get those moments.
Our promo, I think last year's PAX, not this most recent one. No, I take this back. 2 years ago. 2 years ago for PAX, we threw a PAX East after party on Thursday. We did it 2 years in a row. We didn't do it this past year because it's like a little too much work. You know what I'm saying? It's like too much we have to put into it. But the first time we threw it, we got featured in the PAX East after parties you should be attending.
Wow.
And we sold the place out. We packed it wall to wall.
Dope.
It was probably, I would say that was like my peak right there so far, because who knows what's going to happen in the future. But like being in that bar, packed wall to wall with a bunch of sweaty nerds who were walking around PAX all day, just wanted to drink and hang out. That was probably the coolest moment that I've experienced with us so far. Outside of like the fact that our community has grown to something we literally never expected, like that. And that's a continuous growth too. That's something that like I'll tune into our Discord because I have my Discord open all the time. I'll look in and there's at any given moment 30 people talking at the same time. And it's like, damn, we created that. That's weird.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's just weird, you know.
Chris, you want to go?
I have to think of another one because Bob just took mine. Bob, what you also forgot in that story is when we were outside before the party started.
Oh yes,
and there was two people that they showed up and they came up to us and they said, "Excuse me, where's the Wicked Good Gaming after party?" Like, "Oh, it's downstairs." I go in and blah blah blah. And I heard an accent, so I was like, "Oh, where you guys from?" Like, "Oh, we're from Chile, but we're just here to kind of demo our game and yada yada." And then I was like, "Oh, what brings you here?" They go, "Oh, I love Wicked Good Gaming." She was like, I listened to the podcast and like I do all this stuff, and I was like, she was like, "Do you think like the three like guys are gonna be here tonight?" I was like, "Yeah, two of them are right in front of you."
Yeah,
like,
no way. Yeah, we were right outside. We were right outside, and we were like, "Wait a second, that's us." You're talking about
like
us.
asked to take a picture with us and everything. It was really cool.
That's dope.
But I mean,
You look
other than
different.
yeah, apparently.
a little bit.
Well,
Bob, you're looking a lot skinnier tonight. That's what I got.
I mean, you don't have to make up stories. We're talking about things that actually happen.
All right.
But like other than that, it's easy to talk about like I don't know, stats and accolades and stuff like that. But from a strictly like feel good standpoint, I have to go with Bob on it. Like seeing people that are from all around the country like come together with like a common thing, which is just
gaming,
like
brother.
and it's so cool, and like it gives people a place to be themselves, which is really cool. And like you could jump into a voice chat with any one of us at any given time because we're probably in one. And like you guys could attest to, it's just like hanging out with a friend. You just jump in and we're just hanging out.
Yep, that's what it's about. That's what's up, man.
Yeah. All right. So I got like a real answer and then I got like a cocky answer. So the cocky answer, taking a page out of my my actual biological father, Tom Brady's book, is my favorite crowning achievement is the next one.
Let's go.
So
Woo,
that's the cocky answer. But the real answer is, and I actually had a couple of tweets about this last week, but basically. I mean, kind of taking like a page from what Bob was saying, like the community as a whole is just something that I think all of us are incredibly proud of and that none of us could have seen coming ever. I think even when we first started our Discord, we had, a handful of people in there and we were like, all right, somebody should go in and like suggest a topic every day to like get conversation going. And we don't even do that. I'll log in and there's 90 messages that are unread on my.
How humbling is it, right? When you see that before you even start.
Yeah. And
you know the journey where you came from before when it was nothing in
which is why it feels so much better.
Exactly.
Facts, bro. Same
and
way.
Like we don't have the biggest community, but like what I'm proud of really is just how much our community cares for one another. Like when it's somebody's birthday, they get happy birthdays. I don't even know how they know. Like, I don't know if it's like one person brings it up once and somebody takes a note of it. And then it's like, oh my God, it's this person's birthday. And everybody's adding that
family
all up and down every single week. Like if we raid somebody and like a lot of our regulars stream as well, we raid somebody, they flood their stream with subs, follows, birthday wishes.
Fire.
Like there's people that are like now friends that speak on a daily basis that met through our Discord that I never would have ever put in the same sphere at once.
I'm so proud of that.
And like they just show such like a deep and genuine love for one another, and like you can't fake it. And the fact that like people are like, we have people with kids in our Discord and like they hop in like a chat and we like hear them in the background and we're like, hey Gwen, how's it going? Tell her I said hi. Like, it's so funny to like just get like people's families are now a part of our community. And that's what I'm most proud of. I'm just very appreciative and very grateful. And it's like, these were already awesome people. These were clearly already great people. And for some reason we're the centerpiece of that Venn diagram, but like, we have nothing to do with it. We just have attracted some incredible people who just are continuing to just be great together. And that's what I'm most proud of, is that we were able to somehow be that middle piece, that middle of the Venn diagram there. And we have this, like we were just saying, like, we rip on each other because we show love, or, that's the way we show love and affection. And like people in our community do that. And they're not Boston people. They're not even like New York people. We have people from the Midwest, we have people from the West Coast, and they've kind of adopted that, like way of showing love too. You know what I mean? And to have them kind of take a little bit from us and like take that tune and feel that comfortable with each other, it means more than I can put into words.
Absolutely, bro. More than a sub count. at that point, right?
I'm so good with his words. I hate it.
Fluent. So
It's like if I try to put that together, I would trip over my words 15 times, and I would sound
he's
like
a beast. Let me tell you, man. I got so much respect for Dom. Yo, your host game off the top freestyle is crazy. Like when we did that live at what you call it, I was like, yo, I got so much respect for you.
Off the cuff.
Like, people don't understand. It's an art. It's not easy, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's definitely not.
Putting together podcasts in general is just it's super difficult because you got to get your guests together, you got to get your topics together, you got to have a cohesion with your team that you're podcasting with. There's so many different factors and people don't understand it. And the thing that's amazing about the WGG team and even the ILP team is that you can't do it alone, and you guys have this like supporting members that you're with. Like you guys have each other, and like we have all of our teams together on our side. So it's if people actually like understood how difficult it was, they would appreciate it even more.
Yeah, it's just wild to see like people connect and again to just literally like go like this and then just see the Discord just go boop, 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 you know what I mean, on a daily basis. People supporting each other's streams, like people supporting just each other's creative stuff. Like we have a channel for just people cooking. Like we were posting food, so I made everybody was posting food in the general channel, so I made a home chef channel, and now everybody's like hyping up each other's meals that they're cooking. They're like, "Hey, Steve, you got a little bacon, egg, and cheese on deck for dinner." It's crazy just to see that stuff, and I think it's just it's amazing just to see what other people have done with the
That's dope, man.
So it feels really good.
Keep it up, brothers. Keep it up.
Out of the three of you, who is the best chef?
Dumb.
Oh my god, I can barely not burn a bagel.
I can burn a bowl of cereal.
Burn a
I'm good at cooking.
I figured that Chris was gonna be like, I Postmates everything.
I do.
Yeah, for real. Like,
yeah, if you've listened to the podcast at least once, you know exactly what Chris has in his fridge. It's been the same for the last 3 years. He's got
duck sauce, pizza,
bottle of mustard, and a half-drank bottle of margarita mix, and that's it.
Yeah, the margarita mix is from 2011.
No, it's probably 3 years old. Like
it was there when he moved in.
Yeah.
It came with the house.
It came with the house.
And you want this to say? I was like, yeah, like it's still good. Don't worry about it.
God.
This house is great. We got a washer and dryer. We have an in-unit bottle of margarita mix.
In-unit.
So I'll take it. Sounds delightful.
Yo,
that'd be awesome. That'd be amazing.
Obi Wan, what up?
out of the three of you, who do you feel is the funniest?
Battle.
That's a really good question.
The battle. It's a battle. All of them got balls.
Probably Chris.
I'll do a countdown if you all want to just scream your option out.
Fine.
Dom, I'm gonna vote for you.
You want to do that?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Chris.
Chris.
I would say Chris, just because for me, like I feel like I can prepare funny material, you know what I mean? And I think I'm really good improvising, but like Chris could read the back of a cereal box and I'd piss myself laughing.
Well, thank you.
You know what I mean? Like
thank you.
That's the thing is like Chris is just funny without even intentionally, not even like laughing at him or with him. It's just like unintentionally. Like, what did you?
Yeah,
but
when he's attempting to read, that's when we're laughing at him. That's the thing.
My mind works in a very unorthodox way where like we could be talking about like the Red Sox game and I'm thinking about like a trash barrel I saw 2 weeks ago. Like there's like stuff that's always moving around in my head. It just doesn't make any sense. But I think what plays into it, when I was younger, I used to have weird offs with one of my friends. His name was also Chris. We used to have weird offs, so we would just say like random words at one another, and it would last like a half hour because we just like think of the most ridiculous stuff. So maybe that played into it. I don't know.
I just thought of a great business opportunity. You have to start doing the ASMR or whatever it is, and just start reading like cereal boxes. Post that stuff on YouTube.
I'll do it right now.
It is already.
Made with high fructose corn syrup. I do ASMR videos with like weird things. I'll do it with like a bear, like a jewel or something. I'm like, all right, like here's on Wicked Good, and I always misspell it. I do AMSR or something like that, just to have people correct me and get the engagement up.
All right, now we need a real heavy question. Like,
let's go.
I'm gonna throw this layup to you. Like, who's the best blank in the podcast? Who's the best? It's a gaming podcast. Who's the best?
What gamer?
Gamer.
There we go.
That's
That's
the best gamer.
Great question. Great question, Pete. Great question, Pete.
Do you want to do a countdown again? And
great question, Pete.
1, 2, 3.
Bob.
I'm gonna decide not to answer this one.
It's Bob.
Oh, let's go. Is it true? Dom, I didn't hear that, Dom.
Was that did my mic cut? My mic cut out?
Yeah, conveniently.
Okay, I will say this. This is what I will say because I think like best gamer is a bit of a loaded question. But I will say this. I will say this. If we had to do like a trial by combat and like my life depended on it and I needed to pick a champion to like defend me and like if they lost in this game, I would actually die in real life.
Yes.
I would pick Bob.
Oh,
out of anybody I've ever met.
That's the highest.
Wow.
I mean, you don't want me in a situation like that.
Out of anybody I've ever met.
That might be the sweetest thing you've ever said.
I'm just saying, and I have competed on a beer pong table with Bob, and I know that it actually doesn't really make a difference what it is because and I've been watching The Last Dance on Sundays and I've been seeing like you know what I mean? And it's like
the competitive juices.
Yeah, the competitive juices start flowing and he's just not of this earth. It just comes like it's a primal, it's a primal instinct that not many people have. And I've seen Bob come back from insurmountable odds to pull off wins that other people like it's obnoxious to see a victory. And I'm so glad that we're on the same team right now because I would be so mad if I was those guys.
Oh my God.
Should we tell them the story? Should we tell them the story about the beer pong?
We should.
We got to hear the story about the beer pong. Addict just super chatted for $2. And he just said Destiny 2 is greater than any other game, greater than Division 2. Addict, what are you doing?
Bad random. Shout out to Addict for being random.
Thank you for your $2.
Yeah, thanks, Captain Random.
Thank you, Addict. The greatest beard.
Yeah, did you say his beard is great?
Oh, it's good. It's glorious. It's glorious. Have you seen that man's beard?
Oh my
it's
God!
Insane.
I only saw the.
Have you seen it on ILP? It's crazy.
Oh my God! I'm just happy to see everyone's faces on ILP.
I know. Finally.
Oh my God.
We are official.
Yes. Anyway.
So,
go ahead.
real quick, this was like the condensed version of this is because I know Bob is going to want to.
Thank God you took that one.
I mean, I had
sure. Like I went to the bar, right, and I only had a 20 on me, and I had to go get change. And then fast forward, it's like I'm playing a game, and then there's this kid looking at me from across the room.
All right, Chris, shut up. Let Dom tell the story. No, dude, you're dragging.
Let him get his bars off.
They didn't have change for the $10,000 bill I had in my pocket. So So long story short, this was like 2 PAXs ago. I think PAX East is the Bethesda Play Days after party, like midday party thing. We just basically are there all weekend. If you want to know where to find us at PAX, that's usually where we are. We love the Bethesda.
Thank God y'all put me onto that. That was
So we just standing there, we're having a couple beers, and they did away with. Also, I just want to go on record and say that I have not seen a beer pong table since this incident.
I ruined the event for everybody.
There was like an open kind of middle. It was also kind of like weirdly just in the middle of everything. So people were playing beer pong, and I was just like, we'll get a couple games, and we're getting loose, getting ready for the after party, and we were kind of doing our thing. So me and Bob end up on a table, and I remember that there was these 2 guys that were just getting they were just like starting to chirp at people.
Wait, no, Dom, you weren't even. This was the game after this. The game after this, where I played with some random woman.
Yeah, so we were like randomly playing. We just kind of like whatever. Some people weren't even finishing their games. They would just like throw a ball in a cup and like go get a beer and leave. So Bob was like, I want to play. I'll get next. I'm going to get on the table. And so we played a game and won. And then Bob got on with like some random girl who was standing there. And then the guy, it was playing against those 2 guys. Some girl was just like waiting her turn, patiently, just wanted to play a casual game of beer pong. Little did she know she was getting into this with Bob. Right. So
getting into this, I like that.
This great segue.
Yeah, this poor girl can't hit a cup to save her life. I mean, she's just like, whoops, like, haha, silly me, like I can't hit a cup. But and she was like having fun. She was like having fun with it, whatever. Like, wasn't really getting too bent out of shape until the 2 kids on the other side of the table started talking shit. And they were like, "Oh shit! Like you guys are getting ran, like da da da." And like this was all fun. It was all good just a week ago. All good.
Look, man, I was there, and I was like, "Hey, come on, let's just play the game. Like, let's." You haven't been playing.
Bob was like, "I'll play with you. You've been waiting.
Come on, let's play."
Yeah.
You know?
And it was all fun and
turned
casual.
quick.
Nobody was even really paying attention. And then I heard one of those kids being like, "Oh shit! Like you guys suck" or something. And I was like, "Oh no, oh no."
Here we go.
And so I'm standing there, and then Bob was like, "Oh well, I don't lose, so you got something coming to you." So they came back. I'm almost positive they were losing by about 6 cups, and these kids couldn't hit a last cup to save their life. I mean, couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat, and I think they were terrified, honestly, just petrified. Bob starts nailing cups left and right, and he's like, I don't lose. I can hear him. I'm just hoping I'm like, yeah. And, Bob hits last cup and goes right up into this kid's face, and it's just like, I already told you, I don't lose. And
Let's go,
dude.
Let's go.
They were trying to be like tough guys, and they were like taking out their business cards because apparently they also do video game things. Yeah. They were throwing them down on the table after they hit a cup. And
Stop it.
And I would start
nobodies.
And I sank like 6 in a row, and I took out a stack. And I threw the stack on top of the table, and they threw it off the table. And I was like, yeah, "That was the biggest mistake you've ever made."
You can't. That's
the biggest mistake.
Now you're all in big trouble.
They did not mention someone that was playing beer pong. The guy that was doing like the Dragon Ball Z that everyone was firing up. He was like, "Yeah," like shooting it. Like,
Stop.
I swear. And I was hyping him up. I was like, "Yup, like yup, go ahead, yup."
And then after them talking a big game the whole time. And then I shut them up afterwards. They came up to me. They were like, "Hey man, sorry. Like we didn't mean to like, we weren't trying to be assholes,
Yeah, man.
And I was like, "Hey, Dom." I turned around and I looked back at Dom. I was like, "Hey, Dom, how many L's have we taken this weekend?" And before he could say anything, I jumped in his face. And I said, "I took zero L's this weekend."
He had to let them know.
So they walked away, and I don't think they've ever played beer pong since.
And thus beer pong was concluded at PAX.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't have those tables anymore.
That's why you don't have nice things anymore.
Exactly what I was going to say.
Salute, man.
Gaming, taking away our good things.
Salute, man. Funny story.
Don't challenge me. Don't challenge me, and don't make it a competition when it doesn't need to be a competition.
Yeah, exactly.
It was all good. It was all good. It did not have to get that far. And then I was like, all you had to say was nothing.
Exactly.
That's all you
Bob
had to say.
also takes everything as a competition. There was someone eating on the other side of the room. Bob runs over because you think you could eat faster than me.
Oh, he that dude? Yeah. Pull up. Oh,
you can eat faster than me? Oh my God.
I was just trying to let this poor girl who's waiting in line for like 25 minutes to just play. Hey, not even that. I don't care if we won or not, because it wasn't competitive to start until they started running their mouths.
He was playing unranked.
I was playing unranked, and then they started chirping, and I kicked it into ranked mode. All right.
We're search and destroy on them boys. That's crazy.
I feel bad. We've been chatting, and like MJ and L really have been quiet in the background. Do you guys?
We ain't piss you off. I hope I piss you off.
I'm sorry. Do you guys do you have any questions or anything you want to talk about with the guys?
No, I feel like this is like a reunion that I came into.
Involved,
someone was like, "Hey, come to my party," and then you're just sitting there because you're like,
"You invited."
I'm sorry.
Like, all right, I'm just gonna hold up this area. I'm just
gonna hold up this.
Oh,
damn, stop. So damn well, you fam girl.
You guys got a dog in this house? Like we can stop playing with a dog.
Right. I'm gonna have to go to PAX so I can meet you guys.
Yes,
you have to come.
You have to come.
You have to come.
They keep saying have to. So
I will say there should be no option. Like PAX is like the one place where I can say that I go, and like I feel like nerd heaven is like there. I think
I don't know. Like, I've been to Comic-Con, so
no, it's a different type of nerd. It really is. Like it's
like the cool nerds.
It's
cool nerds.
Yeah, like I love going to the Renaissance Fair because I feel like that's like a safe haven. But like PAX East is like so much different. It's so amazing.
There's levels to it. But it's camaraderie, right? It's camaraderie. It's accessibility. It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
The whole thing feels like a reunion, really. PAX is just kind of like. I mean, you just see people that you've been talking to or like coordinating with for so long, and it's just awesome to just you finally like see somebody that you haven't seen in like a year. Like when we reunited at the party, or like actually I randomly saw King before. Because we had 2 separate interviews, and Bob texted me, was like, "Oh, I just saw the ILP guys," and I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta find them." And then, like, I mean, again, you can't miss Bob or King from like halfway across the.
Yeah, those are the 2 biggest dudes there. You can't.
I see King out in like a clearing of people, like they're giving him a wide like avenue, like they're giving the man his space, which he deserves. And I saw him, and it was just like, oh man, it was just like a big like family reunion.
Family, bro. It's like again, I see that photo up in the chat earlier. You get to see the people, and then even the devs. Like it just everybody is just so accessible and cool, and it's out. Like the expression I told Dom was like everybody's got their new mixtape. They ready to show their game. Like you don't gotta hunt them down and go through red tape. I will say this though, MJ the Boss earned his name.
Yes,
for that one pack. He was the boss one year. Bro, that Sony year when you hooked us up, we got the days going to the joint. I was like, okay, MJ, we VIP in this. Okay.
We're sitting there like we really want to talk to Sony. And MJ's like I got this. Hold on a second. This. And then we're doing our thing, and MJ's like, all right, we got an appointment at like in 20 minutes. We're like,
MJ's like, yeah, what else you want to see? Okay. I'm like, yo, and so yes, I'm keeping this kid. I'm signing this kid right now.
So then the next thing we know is we meet his mom.
Yes, salute to
his mom.
Mama
MJ. Do you need somebody to talk to? I'll make it happen. I'll go talk to somebody. I was just like,
whole family just gets
this whole family's a bunch of bosses.
Ballers.
I was gonna say that's like Dom. Dom's our mom when it comes to PAX. He's like, oh, you didn't set an appointment? You didn't set an appointment for a game? Come on, let's go. I'll go get you in right now. It's like, wait. Yeah, all right, fine. Let's go. All right, never mind. Let's go.
I know Dom has got a heart out.
Yeah, me too. I got to work. I had to pull up though. I missed the first 3 solo episodes with both of y'all. So I was like, I got to pull up for at least the last one. You know what I'm saying? But salute the Wicked Good Games, man. Y'all good people. Y'all family is always love when we connect.
Always love.
The chemistry is there. Again, salute to PD, Table Stream, MJ, L Bugs, La Boogie, excuse me, Steve Downs.
La Boogie.
But y'all, salute to y'all, man. I had to show some love, even if it's for a little hot minute. Salute to the chat, everybody that pulled up today. Good to see y'all. Doing your thing. We gotta get y'all back in the realm too, for real.
100%.
Yes.
Absolutely. King definitely wants to see y'all. There's no doubt.
I don't think I've ever been on it. I think only Dom?
The Bob and Chris, you guys have not been on yet.
No.
But we gotta do it. We gotta definitely do it. Make this happen.
You know where to find me.
Sitting there lounging in his room.
That's right.
You know what's going down.
Dom, do you want to give us your places to find you and anything you want to talk about before you head off?
Yeah, I'll put in the Discord one more time in the chat so you can see that. But yeah, I mean, you know where to find us, man. It's twitter.com/wickedgoodgames. Yeah. Everything else is @/wickedgoodgaming. You can find us at wickedgoodgaming.com if you want that artisanal written content. And then
bars?
You know what I'm saying? Bars. And then if you want, so if you want the highly curated, written content, that's wickedgoodgaming.com. And then if you want to find the podcast that is not another gaming podcast, and you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Overcast, radio.com, and iHeartRadio. And anywhere fine podcasts are available, just like the Iron Wood podcast. Just like the Roundtable with the Stream Team. So
put the links in the chat, man.
Absolutely. But yeah, so and I mean, it's always nothing but love. You know, when we're in the realm, it's so great to hang out with you guys. We appreciate the invites. You know, we hope to do lots more stuff, as much stuff as we possibly can.
Definitely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely,
definitely wanted to see you guys, have you guys come in here. I wanted you guys to speak what you were going on, and then when I started hearing the rumbles that you guys were doing all the charity events, and I was like, this is kind of like a perfect kind of like thing for all of us to kind of get together also one time to say, hey, what's going on? Definitely we'll get the charity shirt link in there. We'll do all that into the podcast. I'll put it into the description also into this when we're all said and done, so I'll make sure all that is good for you guys. So so Cog, do you want to do your outro? Do you want to
man,
you want
to already know what it is. This is your phone, man. I'm just here. I'm the guest. It's cool not hosting. I'll tell you that. One thing about not hosting, it is fun to just pull up and not be responsible for nothing.
That's perfectly fine. And that's
You already know me, man.
when we were talking about when me and Elle were talking about and MJ were kind of like, what are we gonna do with this? How's this gonna go? And I was like, no format. Just talk a couple of brief subject matter.
You can't have a format with the three of us on it.
Yeah, that was dumb. Yeah, that was dumb. You already know, man. Lord Cognito, Twitter, all that good stuff. Iron Lord Podcast. You already know. Friday, the last word. Catch out King of Statues. King will be coming back with some new joints. You know what I'm saying, this week. And obviously, lordsofgaming.net. All the rioters, everybody, please salute. I see GWG, Lady Infamous in there. Rappers is salute Grown Women Game. A lot of people in the chat today. Good to see Xbox. Good to see Inferno. A lot of y'all showing support to Table Stream. Petey, keep up the good work. MJ, I need y'all to talk more. Stop talking, damn it. I'll keep it up the good work. Love what y'all doing. And salute y'all. I'm out of here. Your boy got to work, but I got to my Bostonian crew. Wicked good games. You already know. Chris building, Bob in the building. Dom. Peace out, Joe.
See you later, brother.
See you guys later.
Later, Dom. So, Bob, Chris, do you guys want to tell everyone what's going on? To give them your outros for you.
Yeah, so I'm a company man, so I'll probably end up just repeating the same thing that Dom said. Socials at Wicked Good Gaming. Besides Twitter, it's at Wicked Good Games because we can't fit gaming in it. They just don't allow that many characters in it yet. Written content, wickedgoodgaming.com, podcast on all those platforms Dom said. And then kind of within there, you can find us individually. We're in the bio on our Twitter, so we'll break off into our own thing that way. But at the end of the day, we all come back to one goal, which is the brand, WGG. So we push that. But yeah, that's what I got. It's your boy Chris P, tallest and the lankiest.
I love it how that's his thing.
Tall Did you listen to any of the episodes before 100?
No, I haven't.
Because Chris's intro was Chris P, tall, lanky, butthole stanky.
Yeah, I got fired up on the first podcast, and I just kept saying it. So I had to phase it out. I was like, I can't be the more people listen, they just think I have a smelly ass. It
was up until episode 120 or something like that.
Like, if he meets any type of mate whatsoever, and they listen to his podcast,
they're out.
Shoot yourself in the foot.
That's the ass. Yeah, everything Dom and Chris just said. Check out the shirts. We are raising money for a great cause. Anything you don't even have to buy. If you just
share the link.
Share the link, retweet it, put it up on Instagram, stuff like that. It's much appreciated. We try to do this stuff once or twice a year. And then jump in the Valorant tournament. Yeah, jump into the Valorant tournament when we get it. We got to open up the registration this week, and then we'll have everything ready for June 6th. We'll be shoutcasting it. Chris and I will not be participating because we want to step back. We want to
let people have fun. We don't want to
let everyone else have fun. Let everyone else have fun.
You guys are gonna be beating everybody if you join.
Yeah,
we can't do it. Both of you have been putting in ridiculous time in Valorant.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that we know that are just inherently good at these games. We are too. We're not bad at these games. I would consider us pretty decent Valorant players, but let everyone else have fun. We'll shoutcast it. We'll make it fun.
I will say right now, Elle is way better of a FPS player than I am. Way better.
Jump on the team. Jump on the ILP team.
Wow, huh?
She's way better than I am.
Oh. Sometimes I'm all right.
Every time I see, because I can't do, for me, I don't like that fast pacedness. And every time you're doing, Modern Warfare or Apex or any of that stuff, I'm just that's too fast paced for me. That's why I think that Tarkov is perfect for me, because you have that mix of moving with speed, but at the same time you have stealth. It's almost like hunting. I've never been hunting before, so I'll put a disclaimer on that, but it's the same way. You sit in the bush and you wait for some moron to decide to just run past you, and you just pop them.
I mean, that sounds miserable. If I die,
you have to know
in that situation. Yeah, I mean, no one's in a bush. No one can say that you're in a bush.
Sounds like a full-time camper.
Yeah. I mean,
big time
bush. I mean, just can't lay on the ground. I'm going to be in a bush. And I
lose
everything.
What else do I have to plug? Oh, easy. Our twitch.tv/Wicked Good Gaming. I'm streaming there anywhere from 2 to 4 times a week. We stream the podcast live on Twitch every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can check out more video content at youtube.com/Wicked Gaming. And I would like to forego the rest of my time, Your Honor, to MJ and L.
Wow, what guy? What guy?
What?
I want you guys to I want you guys to plug things now.
Oh, I thought that. That's funny. All right. Well,
this alcohol just kicked in on me, so I apologize. Go ahead. Thanks for taking over, Bob. Continue. Al.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Hey, look, I got podcasts and blood running through my veins too, I guess.
So, you can catch me on Mixer Tuesday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'm definitely playing Apex tomorrow night because Loba comes out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Season 5 starts. Super ready for that. And then, and I'll be giving out free $10 gift cards on my stream so you can join in on the fun on the Apex Season 5 Pass. And then this weekend, if you haven't heard, we have Esco Blades coming on the show from Ubisoft for GWG. So on Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, you can catch us giving an interview with Esco Blades.
And I'm going to take their link and I'm going to put that also in the description below for everyone else if they want to check that out, because they are amazing group of ladies and you guys should really listen to them. And they have a great podcast and they have great video while they're playing, because most podcasts they're just sitting there talking like we are now, but they actually have gameplay the whole entire time, which is really, really nice. It kind of shows you how well all four of them are as gamers. So everyone should really check them out. It's just
Thank
really
you, Pete.
Good. All right, MJ, what about you, bud?
You can
No more
find me on
college.
What?
Right?
He's done with college for the semester.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitch in about 20 minutes at MJ is the boss. I'll be live Tuesday through Sunday, 9:30 till probably about 2 or 3 a.m.
Wow, grind, King. Go ahead.
Yep. Let's see what else. Snapchat, Beat101, and then my Twitter is BatyMJ. Also, lordsofgaming.net, best articles out there, like I always say. The what is it? Games of the Gold and PlayStation Plus, the free games of the month. I don't know if Dizzy's in the chat, but he knows.
Wow.
There you go.
What about you, Pete?
The Snapchat plug was a good move. I like that. You don't hear enough of that. I like that.
You don't hear enough of Snapchat or TikTok plugs. You notice that?
Oh yeah. Follow us
good
on
point,
TikTok,
Chris.
actually.
Chris, go, Chris.
Chris, you got a TikTok?
Yeah, I started a couple days ago.
Ooh. And what is that? You're just gonna leave it there?
Yeah, I mean you got to follow the account to know what it's about. I'm not going to give our secrets.
I'm not saying that, but what is the account?
Oh, it's like what do we do on it?
No, what is the actual account name?
Oh, at Wicked Good Gaming.
Oh, there you go. I was like,
just search around, you'll find us. We're on there somewhere.
I thought it was his personal one.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Internet's not small, guys. You'll find it.
No, you find us. We're on there.
Good. And everyone knows me. It is Snaldo. Go ahead and check me out on Twitch Monday to Friday. If I am not here, I am there between 7 and 10:30-ish every night. SNALYDO.TV if it's any easier for you to find me. I actually do sub-only giveaways every month, $50 gift cards to our subs as thank yous. Get Discord, the whole 9 yards. Got a lot of crazy stuff in the works. As I know some people in chat follow me, they make me drink a stupid amount of water throughout the whole entire
People
stream.
do make me do that with alcohol.
Oh my god, no thank you. Well, Lantern tried to do that to me earlier.
Yeah, he did that to me too.
He was like, oh, here's $5, drink. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Well, I got his beer right now. I'm gonna be hammered.
You can't be doing that on Twitch, right?
Oh
no, I don't show it.
I don't do that.
Can't be incentivizing.
No. I can be incentivizing via channel points to drink water and eat.
It's fine if you don't get caught. You gotta
Oreo cookies. It's not like I don't have any, but
wow, you got the setup.
Yes, and yes, I had to change it over to the regular thin Oreos because people were making me eat too many, and I was like, I'm gonna have diabetes by the time I'm like 40. So I'm like, I gotta change this. So But yes, that is that. If anyone has any questions for any of our guests, please email us at roundtablestreamteam@gmail.com. Thank you all of the chat for hanging out. Martinez, Lantern, the infamous, Michael, so many people. I can't even name them all. I appreciate all the guys from Wicked Gaming that decided to, stop in. All three of them. This was a fun time. We're gonna have to definitely do this again when we get into PAX Predator Party.
Oh, 100%.
Oh my god!
All that,
my God.
all of that.
Oh, so good, so much fun. Even MJ can come to that one.
Yeah.
You just get a band that says under 21.
It says that I get free drinks for the whole night and food. So.
Yes. So yes, and I'm not gonna plug Iron Lords because Cog was here and he did it for me. Thank you. And everyone remember to follow us on Twitter. That is Tablestream. And everyone remember to dream big, keep gaming. And we'll see everybody soon. Keep an eye on Twitter and on our Twitter, pretty much, to see when we're going to be going live and who's going to be coming up next. So thanks again, everybody. Have a great one. Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Toodles.
Nice show.
It was good. That was fun.
Good. We're out.
Nice show.